Hi, welcome to ENTO 360 course lecture number 9. So in this class we are going to study about silkworm rearing house and its equipment. So in the previous class you have studied about establishment of the mulberry garden, propagation of the mulberry. So propagation method, stem cuttings is usually often used, then establishment of the nursery, then transplanting these seedlings to the main field, then selection of the mulberry varieties based upon the land location, based upon the land type. So for irrigated type, then rainfed conditions. So for different land type conditions or different soil type conditions, different mulberry varieties are available. So in the previous class we have studied all those things. So in today's class we are going to study about silkworm rearing house and its equipments or silkworm rearing appliances. So before getting into the main topic, apart from these other essential things or other facilities required is availability of the mulberry leaves. So plenty of mulberry leaves should be available. Then apart from that, regular labor. So labor availability should also be there along with the silkworm. Availability of the mulberry leaves and regular labor is also essential along with the silkworm rearing house and its equipments. So coming to the silkworm rearing house. So these silkworms are very sensitive to temperature and temperature, relative humidity, etc. So that's why it is very important to have a separate silkworm rearing house or building. So having a silkworm rearing house is also not sufficient. Apart from that, we need some ideal rearing conditions such as avoid dampness. So avoid dampness, then stagnation of air within the silkworm rearing house, then exposure to bright sunlight should be avoided. So avoiding dampness, excess moisture and stagnation of air within the rearing house will cause some unhygienic conditions which may carry some microorganisms which will cause diseases to the silkworm. So that's why optimum specified temperature should be maintained within the rearing house. Then proper ventilation and humidity should be maintained within the rearing house. Then apart from this rearing house, so that's why silkworm rearing house is very desirable with maintenance of certain conditions or certain specifications. Then coming to the silkworm rearing types, so there are three types of silkworm rearing. One is a shelf rearing method, then the second one is a shoot rearing method, and third one is floor rearing method. In case of the coming to the first one, shelf rearing method. In case of the shelf rearing method, these rearing trays are arranged in the rearing trays of conventional sizes are taken, and those are arranged in the shelves or frames having about 8 to 10. So this is an image which you can see. This is a hypothetical example of the rearing stand. So this rearing stand will consist of different shelves or frames. So in case of the shelf rearing method, rearing trays are arranged in the shelves having about 8 to 10 tires. Here in case of the in case of the shelf rearing method, advantage is more space can be utilized. That means large number of silkworms are reared within the less space by utilizing the less space. Coming to the shoot rearing method. In case of the shoot rearing method, here shoot rearing method is carried out by in case of the shoot rearing method, it is carried out in the rearing trays having a 2 to 3 tires or 2 to 3 frames. Coming to the floor rearing method, in case of the floor rearing method, here silkworm is raised on the raised flat surface. Okay, in case of the raised flattened floor surface, here less number of silkworms are reared in case of the floor rearing method. Among these three methods, shelf rearing method is best, and most of the silkworm farmers will adopt this kind of shelf rearing method. Coming to the establishment of the silkworm rearing shed. So the direction should be in east-west. So silkworm rearing house should be in a east-west direction, and window should be in north to south direction. So apart from that, so at the entrance of door and ventilators and as well as windows, so installation of a wire mesh is a most important thing. So because natural UG fly is the one of the pest which is a deadliest pest on the silkworm, so it will gain entry by means of a door or windows or ventilator. So that's why windows, then ventilators, and as well as windows, doors and ventilators should be placed with wire mesh, which will prevent the entry of UG fly. So this is about rearing house and rearing types. Coming to the second one, rearing stand. So second equipment or second appliance is rearing stand. So this is a diagram of rearing stand. So it consists of so this rearing stand is usually made up of a wood or bamboo or wooden structure. It consists approximately, its height may be about 2.5 meter height and length 1.5 meter length, and width of wide of 1 meter. So it contains rearing stand, approximately it contains about 8 to 10 shelves. So these are the shelves. So the distance between each shelf is about 20 centimeters. So rearing trays are kept on these frames or shelf, so containing the silkworms. Okay, so the use of rearing stand is to place the rearing trays containing the silkworms. Coming to the next one is antwell. So antwell is used to so these antwells is the legs of the rearing stands are kept in the antwell. So the ants are the major threat to the silkworm larvae. So that's why, in order to prevent the attack of red ants on the silkworms, antwell is kept at the legs. The rearing stands of the legs are kept in the antwells. So antwell is usually made up of a concrete stone base having a 20 centimeter square base and having a height of 7.5 centimeter height with a depression of 2.5 centimeters. So this leg of the rearing stand is kept in the depression of the antwell containing the water. So it will prevent ants reaching the silkworms. Next is rearing trays. So rearing tray, it may be made up of any bamboo structure. It is used for rearing the silkworms. It acts as a rearing bed. It is usually used for rearing the silkworms. Usually late age silkworms at the third, fourth, fifth instar larvae are reared on the rearing trays. It may be a plastic one or bamboo made up. It may be bamboo structures. Okay, rearing tray is used to rear the. It acts as a rearing bed. Rearing tray is used to rear the silkworms, late age silkworms mostly. And coming to the next, rectangular wooden box. So rectangular wooden box having a dimension of 90 centimeter by 70 centimeter is usually. So this rectangular wooden box is usually used for rearing the early stage or neonate early stage larvae of silkworms. So approximately for rearing the 100 DFLs, you need about 8 wooden boxes. Okay, rectangular 8 wooden boxes is required for rearing the 100 DFLs. So DFL refers to disease free layings. So one single disease free laying consists of 250 eggs. Okay, approximately 250. One DFL consists of about 250 eggs of silkworms. Okay. Next, rearing tray, rearing wooden box, then paraffin paper. So coming to the next equipment, paraffin paper. Paraffin paper is a thick paper. So paraffin paper is a thick paper coated with the paraffin. So this paraffin paper is usually used. So this paraffin paper is usually used to place on the. Usually this paraffin paper is placed at the bottom of the rearing bed, and as well as to cover the rearing bed it is used. So the main function of this paraffin paper is to avoid the withering of leaves. So chopped leaves are prone to withering, so because of withering, moisture content in the leaf will gets reduced. So in order to avoid that, we are using the paraffin paper, and also it maintains the humidity. So next one is foam rubber strip. So foam rubber strip is having about a 2.5 centimeter thick and 2.5 centimeter wide. So these foam rubber strips are soaked in the water. So these foam rubber strips are kept all along the rearing trays. So this foam rubber strip is kept mainly to maintain the humidity, to maintain the relative humidity, and these foam rubber strips should be compulsorily used for early stage rearing of early stage silkworms. Rearing of early stage silkworms.
ಏನೋ ಬಂತು
Early stage
ಫೋನ್
silkworms.
ಯಾವತ್ತು